Beneath the golden sands of Egypt, mysteries older than time itself lie buried. Tombs of forgotten kings, guarded by shadows and whispers, wait in silence. But for those who dared to enter, legends tell of a deadly curse. The myth of the Pharaoh's curse has haunted explorers for centuries. It is said, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the king's rest." Was this warning merely a story or a hidden truth left by the ancients? Tonight, we begin our journey into the heart of this mystery. From the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb to the strange deaths that followed. This is the untold story of the Pharaoh's curse, a tale where myth and reality collide.
The Valley of the Kings was silent, the cliffs shimmering under the desert sun. Carter's camp bustled with activity. Tents, tools, and restless workers prepared for yet another dig. Day after day, maps were redrawn, trenches reopened, as if the sands resisted giving up their secret. At last, a worker's hand brushed away grains of dust to reveal stones, steps, cut into the earth itself, leading deeper into the past. For days, the team cleared the passage, stone by stone, sandbag after sandbag. Then, like a doorway into another world, a sealed entrance emerged, untouched for more than 3 millennia. Thick plaster, royal symbols pressed into clay, and ropes that had not been broken since the burial of a king. The men stood silent, torches flickering against the seal. What secrets waited beyond this ancient wall? Carter later wrote that the moment felt unreal, as if ancient eyes watched them from the dark. The first chisel struck, plaster cracked, dust spilled into the air, dust that had slept for 30 centuries. The torchlight wavered. Shadows danced along carved hieroglyphs, and from the darkness of the corridor, the faint shimmer of gold beckoned them forward. Then came the moment. Carter bent forward. I pressed a small hole in the wall. What he saw made time itself stand still, a flood of golden light reflected from treasures untouched by man, statues of animals gleaming with ancient power, thrones encrusted with jewels, furniture, weapons, and ornaments stacked to the ceiling. For the first time in thousands of years, the boy king's resting place breathed again. Shaking, Carter opened his notebook, trying to capture what words could not. He recorded golden thrones, carved chests, amulets shining like the sun, and even the boy king's sarcophagus itself. When his sponsor asked, "Can you see anything?" Carter replied with words that would echo through history. Yes, wonderful things. But this was not just treasure. This was destiny. For carved upon the walls were warnings that death would come swiftly to those who disturbed the king's rest. And though Carter dismissed it at first, whispers seemed to move with the air. The world would soon hear the tomb of Tutankhamun, not only for its wonders, but for its curse. The desert howled that night, as if the curse had been set free. On these walls, warnings spoke of punishments for those who disturbed the pharaohs. Serpents and wings marked divine vengeance. The gods were always watching. Priests sealed the tomb with spells, binding intruders to an eternal curse. Silent Anubis stood guard, the eternal protector of the pharaoh's sleep. As explorers neared the door, carved warnings seemed to come alive. The seal broke, and many whispered the curse was now free. That night, storms raged as if the desert itself cried out in warning. Soon, headlines spread, and explorers' death-fueled whispers of curse. One by one, sickness struck the team. The curse claimed its prey. Under moonlight, Anubis watched in silence. Death's shadow lingered. As the tomb's discovery spread, so too did whispers of a deadly curse. Headlines screamed of sudden deaths and strange accidents. Every tragedy became proof. The curse was real. Lord Carnarvon himself died suddenly. Hysteria consumed the world. From London to New York, fear of Pharaoh's vengeance filled smoky rooms. But science offered another view. Toxic mold and ancient bacteria may have poisoned the intruders. Illness, not magic, explained the fevers and deaths. Yet the timing, always too haunting to ignore. A century later, the curse still captures imaginations. Before Tutankhamun's mask, millions still wonder, truth or legend? Science explains much, but the shadow of Anubis still lingers. coincidence or the wrath of gods? Perhaps we'll never know. The legend endures. Subscribe for more myths.